Hospital. Mainly just been playing on like Omega with my friend. However, my friend had to move, and due to some other life stuff, I don't get to hang out with him as often, which is unfortunate but understandable. So, in the meantime, I figured, you know what? I'll play Master Duel again. I was gonna play on my PlayStation, but on that account, I have like Artmage, Canine, Fiendsmith, a Neocraft now, and White Forest Azamina, and that's it. But I also have no gems and no crafting points. It's real bad. So instead, I booted up my old Masochist account because I decided I wasn't going to use that one anymore, and I just got rid of a bunch of stuff from it, and I made a deck I really wanted to play, which was Runick, Spright, for Hire. I wanted to play this even before the new support got added. New support being like the Rex Ride for Hire and stuff. But I just didn't have the ability to because triple URs, these are URs, UR, all the URs in the extra. Like, the only thing I didn't have to craft already, funnily enough, was I already owned 2 copies of Spright Elf on this account. And then I just did the returning campaign thing to get the free copies of Blue and the free copies of Starter. Man, the music for my thing is loud. Let me fix that real quick. Alright, that should be much better. Anyways, so yeah, I really wanted to play this deck. I had ended up watching all of Distant Coder's old Master Duel videos of him playing this, and I really liked the deck. I ended up pretty much using the same build, although I swapped a few cards out, I believe, but it's more or less the same as his. Notably, ban list changes are different. It's so insane to me that Runick Destruction is limited to 1. Now, I'm pretty sure it's limited to 1 because it banishes 4, which is the same amount that Golden Droplet banishes, which is crazy to me that, like, this one's a Monster Negate and banishes 3, this one's a Special Summon Pop and banishes 2. Why does a Spell Trap Pop banish 4? But yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the only reason this thing's at limit 1. And then Field Spells limited 1, which, like, I was like, maybe I played 2, but no, you probably only played 1. And then Tip being at 2, I feel like Tip's been at 2 for ages. I was surprised, because I was like, oh yeah, I forgot, Slumber's at 2. But I really like this deck, you know, it's just good. The Runicks give you 2 stars, and for those who don't know Fur Hire, this card here, Rex Freet for Hire, plus any not a dinosaur Fur Hire monster, is a full combo on his own. Or, like, on his own. Duh. So yeah, Rex plus any Spright, or Rex plus any Runic spell, and now because of the new support, Rex and a Fossil Dig is now full Fur Hire combo. There are more new Fur Hire cards, notably Field Spell, that's really good. It's a Searcher, and it buffs all your Fur Hires, so that's really, really good. And if a Fur Hire gets destroyed, you get to summon a Fur Hire from the deck, which is really good. The Trap card, which is just like Ritual Beast Steeds, you can keep setting every turn. The new Link 2 is great because you get to the Field Spell or any of the spell traps, and then during your opponent's turn, you get to special summon a Fur Hire, which will trigger your other Fur Hires on field. And Whirlwind summons from the deck, although this one does Fur Hire completely lock you. But it also does trade itself as a Banish Engrave instead of discarding a card from your hand, so it's good for stuff like Wiz and Refail. But that's partially what I wanted to show today, because what I actually wanted to show was some replays. It's been a bit since I did that, I guess. I don't remember all the replays and which ones are which. Ah, there it is. Yeah, you might notice some of these are Masochist replays from back during Dice Rally. But the ones I want to show today... Oh, I didn't save the other ones. Let me go fix them, actually. Ah, it appears I cannot save the other replay because I didn't do it immediately, which is very, very unfortunate, but it is what it is. It was going to be the new Fusion Cup. I really don't like it. It's not fun because I don't have a Fusion deck kind of made for it already. So I've just been using the Loners, and it's like, Shadal Mirrors are annoying. the freaking Dark Lord Mirror is just like, oh, did you go first? You're probably gonna end up losing, because if your opponent has Dark Lord Pleasure, they can fuse using your board. And then the one I've just been having the most fun with is GMX, because it's like, this deck does nothing, but at least it does something different. But I figured I'd show off these games. They aren't too long. The longest amount of turns one has is 6. I think my favorite of the games was this one here, the one that was 6 turns long. What in the heck? I just noticed the War Rock. What? Oh yeah, that's right, because I think I saw this guy had a War Rock card at some point during the combo. But anyways, enough stalling. This first match, I believe this was, yes, it was before I added in the copy of Rex Ride for Hire. That's why it's 41 now instead of 40. Which meant that 2 copies of Fossil Dig or Rex plus Fossil Dig on its own was not full combo. But it still is full combo if you draw other cards. Let's get to it. This one was against Earth. I can't remember if this one was Earth Machine or if it was Testina. Given that it's got the Gustav, I would assume it's Earth Machine, but I don't know, part of me feels like it's Testina. So they decided to go seconds. Oh yeah, that's right, it is Earth Machine, because they try and go seconds to just OTK. So here we at least have full combo. We get ashed on the Fossil Dig, which is very annoying, because it means now we don't have Rex, but that's kind of okay. We can just go Slumber for Hugin. What I really should have been doing is toggling on, so I can do this stuff during draw phase to play around, the evil card known as Droll. But unfortunately, I do not have the luxury to do that, because I can't figure out what setting it is that makes you start at toggled on by default. So we tribute using Rookie to summon Beat, then go for Munin, and we're going to draw 2. Hope that we draw into a Fur Hire. We don't, we just draw into Tip, so that's okay. Go Tip for Flashing Fire. Go link these 2 for SP Little Knight, and pass. I could have banished Ash, but I was like, no real point. So they go Outrigger Extension, followed by Heavy Forge. By the way, this card makes it so I cannot target his Xyz monsters with card effects, so I'm going to do my best to keep him off an Xyz. So, he tributes the Harvester, summon the Brutal Dozer. Brutal Dozer, we decide right now we're going to Smiting Storm to banish 3. He chains this Road Roller because he can summon it now. So because he did that, I actually get to banish this Brutal Dozer, which means he won't have 2 5s on the field at Resolution. So now that gets banished, that summons. We banish 3 cards from the top of his deck, and he gets to summon Tunneler from deck. Now on Resolution, I can pop this card, and now it gets banished, banish 2 more, and now we get to draw 2 cards. Or 3 cards rather, that's right. So we draw 3, we now have an Ash Blossom, which can come in handy if we're very lucky. He's going to link off for Goliath. So now Trencher is in grave, so we can banish the Trencher, do special summon the Tunneler in the grave, then go Tunneler and Goliath for Ancient Gear Ballista, which would get him boxed, which is still full combo, but we drew into Ash Blossom off of the Runick field spell. So now we're still not out of the woods just yet, but we're at least in somewhat of a better position. We take 15, but that's okay. And SP comes back, so we have another form of interaction if we need it. Draw into Ash Blossom. We decide we'll special summon Carrot because we have a link to, and make Donner Dagger for Hire. Donner tributes herself to summon a monster for hire from Manor Grave, and since I tribute a link, I can summon another, so I go Beat, then Refail, which triggers Beat, then go Beat to summon Rex, then go Rex to add Mayhem, all 3 off, and go Justice for Hire. Pogo effect, summon a different type, so we get to summon Danta, then use this Mayhem to revive this Rex in the grave. Danta will trigger, we'll pop the card that prevents targeting, And draw 3 cards. Yep. Now go Jet, get starter. Donpa, summon this Rex from hand, just as an extender. Go Spright Elf. Spright Elf will revive this SP Little Knight. Now we'll use Rex. Target Mayhem to add it back to my hand. This way I can summon out the Raphael next turn. Go starter, go blue. And go blue, get red. Link these two off. Make IP. With special summon red, set the Mayhem, and pass. Now normally, what I make with this IP is SP, but in my extra deck I am also playing Underworld Goddess, so if I really desperately needed to, I could have made Underworld Goddess as well. On to the next one. This one was the Earth Warrior deck. The nice thing about this deck is that while the Runicks prevent you from going to your battle phase, that's honestly kind of fine, because like the game plan for Spright is control, and the game plan for Runick is mill, and the game plan for Fur Hire is just advantage. So all three of them kind of mix together well. So like, look at this type of hand, right? So if I had been playing, like right now this is still fine. We can still get to combo, it's just a bit more funky. But this situation is one where like, I have 3 Fossil Digs. I can use 2 of them. The third one, I literally have nothing in my deck that I can do. It's just a dead card in my hand. By putting in Rex Ride for Hire, not only do I save my normal summon here, I also have all the targets. And something I didn't know until watching Distant Coder's newest video on Fur Hire was Rex Ride for Hire is shared ride. Like, I knew that it drew you a card if your opponent added a card from their deck to the hand, but I thought that was a once per turn. No, every time that happens, you can choose to draw a card. So, like, if your opponent max sees you and you have Rex Ride for Hire and another Fur Hire, then you just draw a card every time they draw a card. It's so funny. So we go Rex, get Rookie. Now we go Fossil Dig. By the way, we led with Rex because if we get drolled on resolution, at least it's not, you know, off searching another Rex that does nothing. So we have some form of game plan by searching Rookie. Now we go Rookie, Tribute, summon out Feet, Feet, summon out the Rex, Feet effect, we'll grab the Raphael, go Fossil Dig, we'll get the last Rex in deck, link these two off for Donner, we will summon Rex, and summon Raphael. Fail, we just were looking for a good card, all we get is hash, but hey, that's still fine. Now we can go Rex, banish itself, target the Donner. Now here's where they nib, but we search the last Rex so we can negate the effect of nib with Raphael. Or sorry, negate the activation, it just doesn't destroy. So we successfully played around nib, now we know they have nib, but that doesn't really matter. We've decided we don't need Polgo, because Polgo won't be able to do anything for us right now. So we're going to go for blue, blue into Jet, Jet into Starter, link these two off for Spright Elf, Spright Elf revive the copy of Rex, and link these two off, Sprint. And we can dump Carrot, and special summon Starter. I should have done that the other way around, where I special Carrot and dump Red, because you're more likely to get hit by like a Raigeki that wipes your field, but it is what it is. And it works out in our favor, because their first game action was Glorious Audra normal summon, which, yeah, I'm fine with that, I just can't let the second effect resolve. So, I tribute to make sure that I can respond to their stuff. I can go Rex. Rex will summon out Beat. Go this. This will summon out a copy of Rex. Rex will trigger, and Beat will trigger to search. And this will get. They already used their normal summon, so this will get us another monster gate via Refail. And we also get to get Mayhem back. They go for War Rock Mountain. I decide absolutely not. They go Battle Phase. They don't have a War Rock in their hand, so I guess they can't summon it. But we haven't even had to activate a Runick card yet, so we can in fact go Battle Phase still. We decide to Special Summon Carrot, link these three, Folgo, normal summon the Dampa, activate the Rex, summon out the Donner, pop the field spell. Now we get to draw 3 cards. Remember, we know they have Nibiru, but we have kept a Fur Hire card in hand. So even if we got 5 summons, we had 2 ways of getting rid of it. And game! I love the Oh yeah, that's right, my name at the time was Zoe Draw 6. Okay, what was this? Oh, this one. Ooh, yeah, this one was the Trap Tricks game. Honestly, I want to save that one for last. This one's against Cyber Dragon. If it loads? Yeah. So, we won the coin toss, we're going first. This is a serviceable hand. So, we go Runick Smiting Storm. Get Hugin. Hugin effect. We're gonna pitch this Ghost Ogre. They go Ash Blossom. I'm like, well, guess we don't have any other Runick cards, so that's fine. But we get to do something very, very funny because they have a monster engrave if we want to. Go blue. Get Jet. Then Jet. Get Starter. We still have it normal summon, by the way. Now we get to go Mannequin Cat. Mannequin Cat, detach. Target the Ash Blossom they used. Summon it. Target Ash Blossom. Summon out red from the deck. Normal summon those feet, and then link summon into Folgo. And now we got gas. We go Folgo and Beat. Beat will add, Folgo will summon. Beat will add the copy of Rex. And Folgo will summon out Refail. Refail will trigger, add one of the top 2 cards. It's got Rex and Smiting, or Freezing Curse. We'll just take Freezing Curse. We go Beat. Beat for Rex. Rex get Rookie. Rookie will tribute this Beat. Dampa. Link off your Donner. Go Donner effect. We go Donner, summon out Dampa, and summon out Rex. Dampa will trigger because Rex got summoned. Pop the Ash Blossom, and oh, look at that. We just drew 3 cards. We'll go Fossil Dig, get another copy of Rex to pitch off to the fail. Overlay these 2 for Gigantic Spright. And, about to do something evil here. Attach for my Royal Rare copy of Click and Echo. Into Spright Elf. Click and Echo triggers to summon to in defense of their field. Elf can now revive this red. We can go Spright Starter to get Carrot. Set the 2 Runick cards, because we already don't have a Battle Phase anyways. So Click and Echo, while it's on the field after being special summoned by its own effect, you have to keep your hand revealed at all times. So I don't care if my hand gets revealed, but my opponent's hand being revealed is great, because number 1, I just stopped them from using this Lightning Storm to blow up some of my cards. And now I know, oh, they have Cyber Dragon Core, so they're playing Cyber Dragon. Cool! So they drop a turn, and we see it's a Ghost Spell. I do have cards that Ghost Spell would interact with, namely I have Rex and Spright Elf. So I'm like, oh, that doesn't matter. So we have on this board a Monster Negate, a Spell and Trap pop, a Monster Negate on field, Ash Blossom in hand, Ghost Ogre in hand, Spell and Trap Negate, and a Monster Negate again. Plus Rex and Grave can help me revive Donpa, which is a pop, and then we can draw 3 cards. So I decide to first game action summon out Donpa. They go this, part or to negate. So I use my Refail Negate to get rid of this copy of Rex. Now there goes that. Gets negated. We summon out the Donpa. They add Cyber Jormungandr, or Garter. Jormungandr effect, we tribute out the elf because we don't need it anymore. And we get to negate and we get to destroy it. So now I'm putting them on their normal summon. They normal summon and activate the effect. We go Freezing Curses, which will negate it, and it will no longer be Cyber Dragon. Now they will be able to send off this and my Folgo to make the monster. So knowing this, I decide to use Beat to summon Donner, and then Donpa pop this so he can't send away my Folgo, and I get to draw 3. And we drew into Rex Ride for Hire. They go for Overload Fusion, but we've been saving this carrot for that entire time. And now the last card they have is Lightning Storm. So they will go for Click and Echo, they will crash. I don't know why they crashed Folgo instead of Donner. And then they decide to not even Lightning Storm. We don't have a battle phase, so it doesn't really matter how many Runick spells we activate. So we go Tip for Fountain, keep banishing more cards. Funnily enough, we banished Ash, Droplet Ash from the Freezing Curse we did. Go Donner, summon out Rex and Rex. Rex will activate, we'll grab Mayhem. And you know what's really funny about Click and Echo? I play 2 Elf, so I can just do it again. Link off the Refail, make IP Masquerena, and hey look, Click and Echo's back, so you still can't use your Lightning Storm on me. And now I have Tip, which means I can also get Slumber, which prevents you from attacking. So first game action is going to attack, I revive Elf with Elf, so I can tribute it off. I also just decide, you know what, let's go Underworld Goddess. I have a negate for the spell now, so I can negate the spell and I know what the last card in hand is, and that doesn't do anything by itself. Click and Echo, because he put it in attack position, I was like, well, this gets rid of it anyways, and because I linked it off with Goddess, it was used for a Link summon. So I just summoned it back to the field, so it's like he didn't even put it into attack at all, so we're back to where we were at the start. So he normal summons Chimera, we go Rex, Donner, and then he decides he just wants to not play the game anymore. So I draw 3 cards, or actually I only draw 1 rather, because I only had 2 Fur Hires right now. Unfortunately, I still don't have a battle phase, or no, I should have a battle phase now. So we're just gonna kill him. Donpa, and fail. Donpa pop. Down to 14 cards in deck now, by the way. All 3 ashes. And that's game. And now on to the final one I'll be showing in this video, because it's the last one I have. So this one was against a Trap Tricks deck. It's very funny it's against Trap Tricks. I have a family member who's younger than me, who I'm trying to teach Yu-Gi-Oh! And as a birthday gift, I gave him the Trap Trick structure deck I already had, with a couple cards added to it. It's not that good, but it's playable enough. And so, going against this, it was like, oh yeah, it's just like when I went against my family member. Very funny. So it was nice to go against someone who, at least to some extent, knew what they were doing. But I say to some extent because they did make a misplay, I think. That does matter, and I'll point it out when I see it. And who knows, maybe I'll double check things as I'm talking about it now for the video, and I realize I was stupid and it doesn't work like that. So, we're going... So yeah, by the way, this is us going second against the trap deck, where our only hand trap was Ghost Ogre. So they go Mirmello. I decide to Ghost Ogre to just be like, gotta have it. They have Arachnocampa, so they're gonna get to keep ascending. But at least we cut them off a little bit, because now they can't go Arachnocampa with Sarah on board to get an extra trap. So the Miramello searches out Bottomless. Link off. Make the Sarah. Set the Holatea, pitch Bottomless, summon itself. Sarah, summon Dianea, reset the Bottomless, so now I know there's a Bottomless. Sarah, set Network Trap Hole, overlay these two, make Refugio. So we know Bottomless, and we know Network, which is main deck or graveyard, and, oh, by the way, beautiful Refugio. But we also know Refugio, which is detach one to send a trap hole from your deck. So it's like, okay, so we got one trap hole from the deck, a Bottomless, but we have a lot of low-level guys right now, so that's fine. Sarah can summon something and set something else as well. And we also have to deal with the fact that Refugio says, trap tricks monsters you control, except for herself, cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects, and they cannot be targeted by card effects except herself. So I could target the back row, and I can target Refugio, but I cannot target Sarah, nor can I kill her in battle. I have to remove Refugio first. And if I do remove Refugio, then... oh, it's underneath her, that's why. Holatea says, banish this card from your grave, target a trap tricks monster in your grave, special summon it. So if I do kill Refugio, they can revive Refugio, which means I can no longer punch over Sarah. Let's see if they do that, though. So, we go Donpa, special summon Spright Jet as our next action instead of doing this first, so now we have the Spright online. I wanted to do Jet first, because Jet will bait something different than Red. I was really hoping it wouldn't be Treacherous Trap Hole, which pops 2 monsters. And I got lucky it wasn't. They just decided to Floodgate, which is perfectly fine. By the way, I only play the 1 starter, so unfortunately I opened the target for Jet. That's why no effect on Jet there. So now they go Sarah, and they set Gravediggers. So we know there's Gravediggers now too. So we go Donpa, special summon Rex. Rex effect to search, Donpa effect to pop. We do it in that way so that we don't get Ash Blossomed. Donpa pops to Refugio. And now we get to get Rookie. Now we special summon this red and go battle phase. Now we aren't 2-locked. I wanted to make that clear. We're not 2-locked, but we cannot do Rookie for hire if we attack with anything other than Fur Hires. And Donpa is not big enough to beat Sarah. Now if I summon with Rookie for Spright Red, then the Network Trap Hole that we know of right here will banish the beat. So it's like I wasted a card for nothing. So that is why you're not seeing me do Rookie here. So they go for Holatea, and instead of reviving the Refugio to protect the Sarah from being destroyed by battle, which would have probably won them this game, actually not even probably, just definitely won them this game, they instead decide to go for Dianea. Dianea then resets Floodgate. So Dianea has set a Floodgate and a Bottomless. So Dianea's effect to reset, it banishes them during the end phase of your next turn. So at the end of their next turn now, not mine but theirs, this Bottomless is going to go, and this copy of, what is it again? Floodgate is going to go. So as long as they don't activate either of those, I just banish both of them for free. And I have combos that can play around that. So we say goodbye to Sarah. All we know is Network Trap Hole, which they'll definitely activate when I do Spright Starter for blue. So Spright Starter for blue, we can't do Rookie now, which is unfortunate, but whatever. They network it, it's perfectly fine. It doesn't negate it, it just banishes it. So we can still go blue for Carrot. And we can overlay, or link these two rather, for Elf, which is 14. And then Elf revive the Donpa, which now we can use the Elf as an interruption to special summon back Rex. Rex will search the Mayhem, and Donpa will pop again. So they go Trap Trip Garden, and I decide I gotta do this now so I can negate and destroy my other stuff, and let's also summon out Beat right now so that we can get the search. Because they can floodgate me if I'm not careful. So thankfully, they can't floodgate right now because the last thing to happen was not a summon. So Beat will trigger to add, and so will Rex, and then Dompa will be CL3 to pop the Garden. Now they don't get 2 normals, and they don't get to banish a card to summon one from grave. Then Rex will add us Mayhem, and Beat will grab us Refail. So we have a Monster Negate and a Spell Trap Negate. So we go Dianea for Sarah. We normal summon another Dianea. We have to get rid of this using red, tributing the copy of Elf. So this Floodgate is still not is going to get banished. The effect got activated still, so they set Holotea from deck. So Floodgate's going to go away, and Bottomless is going to go away. So we know that there will be a Network Trap, or Gravedigger's Trap Hole is going to go off, and Holotea can go off. Knowing this, I decide I kind of want to just get it over with. So Holotea, we go Beat to summon out this Refail. They go Holotea. We decide to get rid of the Donpa and activate Mayhem to then revive the Donpa. So now this Holotea is going to get negated. They will still get to summon off Sarah, but that's fine, because now we get to go summon out Donpa. Holotea is negated. Beat summons Refail. I'm turn player, so Excavate to add a card from deck to hand, pop this copy of Sarah. They now get to go Sarah, because the trap card was activated to summon Trap Tricks, and now I contribute my spent copy of Carrot to negate that. Then all they have left now is this Gravediggers now. So Sarah gets popped. They do have a Holotea engraved, so they can revive. We add Rex, so now we have a way to negate a monster effect, but we draw into Ghost Spell off Refail, so this Holotea engrave is just done for. We can now special summon and put swing. It's not enough damage for lethal, but it is fine. We still haven't activated any Runick cards, so we're good. We link off all 3 of these for a full go. Then use the full go to summon out the last copy of Rex from the deck. Link off the 2 Rexes for another copy of Elf. Elf revives the Carrot, so we have a way to trigger, or a way to negate. We go this to force this copy of Gravediggers now, so I can do the Rex on their turn completely for free. It's like I can take the 2,000 life points, and we'll set this as spelling in case we maybe need it if they like add a card. So they go Lightning Storm, and it's like, well, thank goodness I had this Carrot back already. So they have 1 unknown. They have Holotea activated, and so we're going to, and they're going to target from your Mellow. We go Ghost Bell, so we can negate the Holotea. Now we go Elf to revive Donpa. So now, at any time, we can go Rex, revive Refail to pop a card, add 1 of 2 cards from top of the deck, and then draw 3. So they have 1 card to beat a pop and a draw 3. And I'm so confident, in fact, I just do it immediately to go Refail and say your monster needs to beat this right now, which that's kind of stupid of me because now I have nothing. So if they had like a pretty convincing normal summon, they might have been able to come back from this. But we're good. They didn't have that. So you just get to go battle phase, and that's game. This was definitely one of the more fun matches I've had playing this deck. I really love it. I know it's got its flaws. It definitely doesn't play enough non-engine as considered by most modern decks. But hey, I'm not in high rated. I'm still like silver or something right now. Yeah, I'm silver right now because of the rank reset. And I think I was gold at the time for those. But it's all good. Assuming I continue to play more Master Duel, I'd really like to try out another deck idea I had, which was, for those who didn't know, at least at time of recording, they've added 2 new structure decks. They took away 2 of the old structure decks from when the game, like I think literally when the game first came out. It was like a Cyber Dragon structure deck that sucked, and an on a like a Utopia structure deck that was somehow worse. And they got rid of both of them and replaced them with Cyber Kaiser, which is the upgraded Cyber Dragon deck. And yeah, this one's like pretty decent. I'm pretty sure this is what my opponent was using in the Cyber Dragon match. Was just like they bought this 1 or 2 times. And, like, this is fine. Like, getting Seeger is nice. Worm for free is nice. Fusion Deployment is cool, thanks. Like, for 500 gems, this is perfectly serviceable. But the more impressive one, honestly, is Zero to the Future, which has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I guess I'll say 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, like 11, or no, it's like 13 very good URs. Or I guess pivotal URs. But like mainly I was like, they gave 2 copies of Dota Warrior, and 2 copies of Pyra, and 2 copies of Construction, and they just gave you Futures Exel and Gaga Girl and Magician? What? Like, I was so confused when I saw this, but I'm like, dude, what the heck? This one's like pretty much playable right out the jump. You just take out, like, you could just take out the like Zubababa Knights and the Astrotopias, probably the Sashura Strike, definitely the Xyzle, and then just throw in a bunch of hand traps like Triple Ash, the Maxi if you don't mind playing it, Called By, and then kind of like Fuelos or Perulia, pick your poison, and this could probably be fine. But I wanted to actually use this deck and mix it with another deck I've always wanted to play but never got to because I was always priced out of it. It was much too high rarity. I'm sure you love it and you hate it. Everyone's favorite Ryziel. I have never gotten to play this deck. I do like rank 4 strategies. Playing Masochist made me absolutely love them. But Ryziel is for the most part, like, it's really hit. I mean, if you compare Ryziel to Malice, these hits are night and day, because Ryziel's got X to 1, Sword to 1, and then Field Spell banned. But with Malice, it's like, yeah, all the names except for March to 1, Red Ransom is just non-existent, Field Spell to 1, like, yeah. But, like, I'm fine with that. I love Malice being hit. In fact, kill Malice more, please. Also, I forgot I had a Heart Scripter. That's just free dust. But yeah, so Ryziel is very, very hit. Making a pure Ryziel deck was essentially impossible before, but very much now, you're looking at maybe like this as the base. So 9 cards. If you throw in the standard hand trap packages and stuff, I only played 2 of the Charmies. I don't like playing 3 because I feel like I see him too much. But if you're throwing in like standard issue sort of hand traps and and stuff, you're getting to like 16. I'm sure you probably have more if you play Called By in that, but I don't have those. I don't like to play things at limit 1. Like if it's not an engine piece at limit 1, I don't like to play it. And then you can act the 7th Tachyon stuff. Goodness, my stuff is slow. Because Tachyon's not limited. At least not in a Master Duel. So it's like you got 22 cards, and you are, just a whole lot of URs. And there is a pack that is just Ryziel. Granted, I don't have it unlocked because I don't have any of the cards. But let's say I were to generate Node Ryziel, sure. Ooh. Now we can check out save. We can see that the new pack that came out is one I would like to open from. It is just Ryziel. Every UR in this deck is a Ryziel UR. Every SR in this, like, with the exception of like these 3 and I guess Oil, all the SRs are at least like serviceable. Especially Starliege Photon Blast Dragon, giving you targeting protection and destruction protection. Really, really nice. Eclipse Twins being a UR is another one that's like, oh gosh, but like you desperately need it for this deck. And then like the low end, it's got nothing. So like, I'm sure this one's gonna be a Saga All-Star if someone decides to risk it all and go for the high roll and win. But yeah, so this doesn't really make a deck. Like, even... this is just the Ryziel stuff, and the only stuff I'm missing from the extra deck that is, like, Ryziel specific cards is, like, Aggregator and Eclipse Twins. Maybe, I guess you can put in, the Evil Swarm Exciton Knight and a Zeus. But, yeah, it's not a deck. But, if you combine it with the new Onomat structure deck, you just spend 1,000 gems on that. Now you've got 3 copies of Da Warrior. You've got 3 copies of Pyra. 3 copies. Like, you can just play a ton of searchers, or I guess a ton of starters. And like, Ryziel Duo Drive is generic. Like, Detonator requires 2 Ryziels, but Duo Drive doesn't. So anything that can make Duo Drive gets to do Ryziel stuff. And Onomat has several lines that do not require your normal, meaning you can go Duo Drive, search for Ice, and either Plasma Hole or Plug-in, pick your poison, because, you know, Field Spell's gone. And then it's like, okay, cool, now I have this, and as long as I can get 2 materials on it, then Photon Dragon protects itself, and now my whole board has protection. Cool. And like, that ain't bad. It's quite nice, honestly. So hopefully I can build that and start playing with it. I do have a lot of UR dust, but even this is not going to be enough. I know that for sure. So I'll see you if I do it and I get to play some matches with it. For now, I think I have a lot more stuff in Fusion Cup to do, because I need those gems. So have a good day, and thanks for watching if you decided to. Be safe.